Call me June. Call me June. Call me June. Call me June.
All right, what's up, y'all? Like, I know this is a super jank setup. I honestly was trying to do this on my other channel, but YouTube won't let you live stream if you don't have X amount of subscribers anymore. So, for those of y'all, like, I've got 28 subscribers on a quote-unquote gaming channel that I put little effort into. It's very non-production value, like my channel is anyway. So, whatever. I'm gonna play with this loaded ass late 90s baseball team. I think I'm playing against the Yankees. Again, it's gonna be super easy. I'm just gonna try to see if I can put up a 50 spot. Y'all see what kind of names y'all remember from back in the day. Oh gosh, this is... I'm trying to remember. 97, 98. It's is it the... I think McGuire's on the Cardinals in this one. So it's that mid to late 90s era. Of course, like I said, you're going to see almost all the All-Stars on my team anyway.
I know that guy. Oh yeah, I'm here for a video too.
Word. I'm sure they hear you, buddy.
And I told them the name of that guy.
What's his name?
King Griffey Jr.
Right.
Oh yeah, I know that name, but they probably don't know it yet, so I said for them. So they remember which one it was.
Oh yeah, we're finna mess the Yankees up, bro. If you get the starting pitcher, if you can get him out in the first inning, you're generally golden, because they'll put in a reliever with almost zero stamina and not change him out in forever.
Strike one.
Oh yeah, yeah. And if you're different color, you still have the same team.
Word.
If you're in a different color, you'll still have the same team.
Like I said, my team is absolutely stacked.
Oh
So
yeah.
this should be,
The catcher.
assuming I get a... Yeah, I think Clemens is on the Blue Jays in this one, maybe. I believe you're right. See, they've already changed the pitcher, so I'm golden now.
Strike one.
Well, as I say that, he burns me with a fastball. And it's, I play with the Mariners, of course, because,
Six, the right fielder.
they have King Griffey Jr. on there, and I don't remember on this one. I know one of them, King Griffey Jr., was untradeable. I'm not sure if it's this one. So I just start with the Mariners because it makes it easier. The only problem is Seattle plays on turf. So, like, I have Mike Piazza and Frank Thomas in the middle of my lineup, which is great. But a lot of times they'll hit slappers to right field, and they'll get thrown out running to first because they're so slow.
He's in there.
So when I'm the visiting team and play on grass, I got a much better chance of putting up a big number in terms of run score. Not only because, you know, I get the extra half inning, but see, like, one of those, Frank Thomas or Piazza would have got thrown out at first.
The shortstop, Barry Larkin.
We're almost through the whole lineup without an out. Go ahead and steal second.
Great hustle.
Great hustle, says Griffey Jr.
King Griffey Jr.
So he should throw it home, so I should get a free double out of that.
He's in there.
And normally in this game, if you miss one, it says strike or ball. Right, Dad?
Yeah, not only were they... Of course, Deion Sanders would be the first out.
Shot, now blocked.
But yeah, they were loaded on offense, and then they had Randy Johnson too. So that's a ace starting pitcher that you don't have to go out and trade for. Fuck, I think that one's gonna get caught.
Out.
That's pretty bad, Dad.
See,
He's in
ooh,
there.
that was close.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Oh, yeah, the umpire?
Oh, they usually don't trade pitchers or swap out their relief pitcher that quick. That's unusual. That'll probably be the last pitcher they swap in, to tell the truth. I'll probably have him for the rest of the game. And it'll kind of suck because as he gets fatigued, they have a fatigue animation. As a player, you can you can just go before the animation, but the computer lets the whole animation play out, and it's really annoying. Well, 7 in the first is usually a good sign.
Leadoff batter, the second baseman, Craig Biggio.
Of course, they have Biggio on the Yankees because I had him at one point. I'm trying to remember who I used to trade. I traded him somehow, and he ended up on the Yankees. I think I got Tim Wakefield pitching, so we got a knuckleballer. That's always fun. The movement on that thing, it's ridiculous.
Strike two.
Oh,
And usually if you get 2 strikes on them, you can start with something out of the strike zone. And as long as you get a lot of movement down into the strike zone, they'll look at it and not swing. Yeah, like that.
oh yeah. I told you to that they say.
Yeah, Wakefield did used to throw them bricks for days.
But if you also look at the bat when you.
He had such a lengthy career, too, and longevity because of it.
And if you bat it, they'll also look at the ball.
Easy 3 up, 3 down.
The first baseman,
And if you
Frank
swing,
Thomas.
So we're going to lead off with our 2 slowest players back-to-back now. And that's
Out.
no good. You can tell, too, generally, if you're going to get a base hit or not.
Mike Piazza.
oh, and if you.
If you put good contact on it in the strike zone
Ball one.
with a good hitter, it's generally going to be a base hit. This game's pretty forgiving.
And if you hit the arms with the ball, then
As I say that, I hit good contact, 1 in the strike zone, and it's
Batting third,
not a base
the
hit.
left fielder, Larry Walker.
and
Strike.
Swing and a miss. Chasing the inside heater. We're not going to get a double. They have a Larry Walker. He had a 9 speed rating in this one. They were
The third
rated on a scale of 10.
Rodriguez.
Griffey, Barry Bonds, and Larry Walker are the highest rated players in the game.
Going, gone.
oh
With
yeah.
I think Bonds and Walker had 10 hitting, 9 power, and then 9 speed, and 10 fielding maybe, or maybe they were 10-10, 9-9, something like that. And then Griffey was 10-10, 8-10. He had all 10s except he had an 8 in speed. And they gave Larry Walker and Barry Bonds, they took away a point on either batting or power. I can't remember which one. And they had 1 more speed than Griffey, but they all had the same base attributes, if you will, in total. They were just split up different.
Batting sixth, the designated
Which I never
Sanders.
remember Larry Walker being like a super speedster or anything. I remember he was a good base runner, but for whatever reason, they gave him the 9 in speed on this one.
Oh,
Or
and
Deion Sanders again. That's why he bats 9th. He's generally the weak link in my lineup. Got 10 speed though.
Batting first, the right
That was not a very good inning. We're gonna put up a 50 spot.
and if
Save.
another
And
person.
tried to get the cheeky little out there at first.
The center fielder, Bernie
And if the
Williams.
other person's gonna get.
And Bernie Williams, he has a goddamn cannon in this game.
And if
Out.
another person.
Save. Now batting, the third baseman, Scott Groshans.
See if we can get the double here. Oh shit.
Out.
Nope.
Save.
get some runner interference there.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, Chad Curtis. Strike.
See, I've pillaged their team at some point too.
Strike two.
Yeah, I think that's what people forget about Bonds, especially early in his career. He was a hell of a fielder too. Woo!
Fantastic.
Get knob block with the dive and catch. Yeah, pre-HGH Bonds.
Batting first, the second baseman,
40-40 Bonds. Fall down. We got the leadoff runner on anyway.
Batting second, the left fielder, Barry
See if we can get second here real quick.
Ball on. He's
Great
in
hustle.
there.
Now he's going to have that animation dusting himself off, and I don't think we'll even get a chance to go for third. We might. Hit and run. Oh, and he slid in the third. Nah, he ain't going to make that home.
He's in there.
We'll make this a cheeky double, though. So easy to manipulate the old school AI.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Just pretend your runner on third's going to go home, and you can get a double every time. Thought he made better contact than that. Let's see if we can tag up. Oh, that's bullshit. Knob block with the 10 speed getting thrown out with the cutoff. That is bullshit. We're not even going to test Bernie Williams' arm. I know he'll make it, but we'll take the double.
Now batting, the catcher, Mike.
See if we can get a big dinger here from Piazza. See, now he's starting to fatigue. You see that animation. He'll go through that animation every time, and then there's another one when he gets even more tired. And it sucks, because if you stay within the at-bat,
Batting sixth,
he'll only have to do it that one time. But if you steal a base or hit a foul ball or something like that, he'll go through his whole fatigued animation every time over and over. And I generally stop trying to steal bases after that because it's just annoying to deal with the animation. Oh, 10-3. We're not pacing well to score 50, that's for sure. We had a big first inning and then went downhill after that. I blame it on Deion Sanders.
Strike.
See, we got two. Let's see if we can get the cheap strikeout here. Start the knuckleball way out of the zone. Nasty movement.
Batting second.
That seems to work about 90% of the time.
Strike.
Look at Wakefield throwing a 93-mile-an-hour heater. What are things he's never done in real life for 500?
Out.
Can of corn, easy enough right there.
Baseman, Craig Biggio. Foul ball.
And if another,
I thought I was going to go out. Oh, Griffey botching it.
Batting fourth.
That's an unnecessary base runner right there. Knobloch couldn't get to that one. Can't believe Griffey botched that play out in center field
Batting fifth.
in his own game.
Tino Martinez.
Holy shit. Bases stacked and 2 outs. Paul O'Neill's already got a hit this game too. That almost hit him. Holy shit. Let's see if we can pick off the third base runner. Ooh. Woo! That was close.
yeah, it really was close, guys. That's a foul ball, guys. That was.
Oh, don't interfere, runner. That was weak.
Yeah, YouTubers.
That's the lamest RBI he's ever had in his career. Okay, let's get out of this jam.
Oh, that's an hour, YouTubers.
Did Bonds compete untested? Holy shit. That's hilarious, dude. Oh.
Batting first. first,
That's so.
the third baseman,
And,
Alex Rodriguez.
Oh man.
and if another person on the great team gets a home run, then King Griffey Jr.
Speaking of, this is maybe pre-juice A-Rod. I think this was his second season.
Strike.
Ooh, got me with the change.
And if another person on the great team.
Speaking of, did y'all see that that documentary on Netflix now about Alex Rodriguez and the guy who was supplying his steroids? I can't think of the name of it to save my life right now, but it had a bunch of kids portraying the people involved. It was really good too. I posted on my Facebook the other day. I can't think of the name of it now, but it was a really good documentary. And it was hilarious, like watching the kids mouth the words and act out the scenes. Billy Corbin's really good at documentaries, though. That dude's a master of his craft. See if we can get a look at 0 for 2 Deion Sanders. I should just bunt the runners over. Let's be patient here and see if we can get Deion on base. Oh yeah, that's gonna drop. If I wasn't blundering, we're gonna get RBI there.
Batting fourth, the second baseman.
Wind chill of 15 and a foot of snow. Just anywhere south, dude.
And if another person on the great team.
I've only lived in Florida, Virginia, and Tennessee, and the Virginia and Tennessee might as well be the same spot because I lived right on the border. I live right on the border, and when I lived in Virginia, I lived right on the border of Virginia, Tennessee. I'm pretty cool with the weather in both places. We have all 4 seasons here. Florida, you have 4 seasons. However, they're not the traditional 4. You have not summer, but really fucking hot. Summer, after summer, and still fucking hot. And then Christmas. And those are basically your 4 seasons in Florida.
Oh, yeah.
But it's nice because like in December, you can be out on the basketball court and it's like 70, 75 degrees. You don't really have to stay inside all year. You know, short of bundling up, you can still do outdoor activities year round. It's just, it can be miserable in the summer before you get acclimated. I like where I live now. It's just like the winter time, like I like a week or 2 of it, but after that I'm over it. I would much rather be somewhere where it's kind of really hot in the summer, but you get to enjoy outside year round than where it is here. But the cost of living here is ridiculously cheap, and I'm probably not gonna live anywhere else the rest of my life because of that.
And if another person on a great team is going to get a home run, then King Griffey Jr. will say going, gone. Right?
We've really slacked since that first inning. Put up another 3. I mean, we're winning 13-1, and I say we're slacking. I was hoping to put up a 50 spot. That was actually a good bunt. He's just slow.
Oh, and you guys want to know what happens when another person on the great team gets a home run? King Griffey Jr. says,
Oh, wow, that was in a
gone.
tough spot.
Oh, and
Tim Raines' old ass still have some wheels.
And if another person on the great team gets a home run, then guess what King Griffey Jr. will say?
What?
Going.
Okay, we need a big inning here. Pitcher's getting fatigued. See, now his animation's going to get longer. He'll have less movement on his pitches. Hitting on top of him. Well, we'll get leadoff batter on. It's always a plus.
Alex Rodriguez.
A-Rod 3 for 3. Ah, shit, that's not going to fall down either. Just trying to do a little hit and run action.
Batting third, the shortstop, Barry Larkin.
Might go ahead and steal second here. I'm playing.
Foul ball.
Dante's not quite old enough and coordinated enough yet to play games like these.
Oh, yeah. But I am.
Hitting on top of it again. I am doing terrible. Get there.
But I'm a little old enough for all the.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Deion Sanders.
We did so good that first inning, and I was talking about we need to get the starter out of the game to have a chance at this, and that's exactly what we did. And I have done terribly against the relievers. That's better. I don't think we'll score, but runners on second and third is generally what you want in this game to have the best shot at a rally.
The second baseman, Jack Knobloch.
Knobloch's usually good. I think he's batting 7-something for the season. So we won't even lead off with the runners. We'll just play it safe, a little behind, but I think that'll score both. Have Knobloch on second.
Now batting, the left fielder, Barry Bonds.
I usually get caught being too aggressive on the base path, but my bats have not been on today.
Strike.
Trying to be patient. Snuck that one through. And we'll take the cheeky double here. Ooh, they're getting smart.
Out.
See, like I thought they were going to throw it home before they did. That was on me right there.
Batting first, the second baseman, Craig Biggio.
God damn it. He's going to get a double. He's going to get a double from that.
He's in there.
Ah!
Now batting,
Do I think that era of baseball was better? I think my nostalgia filter certainly thinks so.
safe.
How did Jeter outrun that?
Batting third,
I really don't keep up with baseball anymore. And I don't know that it's like the product's worse or anything like that, but I just kind of lost interest, so I don't know.
the right fielder.
I can't really definitively say that it was better back then because I don't really watch it now to compare it. We used to go to Atlanta once a year to watch games in person.
Out. He's in there.
I thought we'd double them up.
Batting
I've seen Greg Maddux, Tom Glavine, and John Smoltz. I saw all of them start in person, so that's pretty cool. Let's get the old
out.
double play.
Now batting, the center fielder, Griffey Jr.
Of course, the untested era or the juice ball era, whatever you want to call it, certainly saved baseball. Shit was on the brink. God damn it! I can't hit for nothing.
Out. Batting second, the first baseman.
Without the steroid era of baseball, there was a good chance that baseball would have died. So I think baseball should be thankful for the steroid era, if anything. That's better.
Oh, and
We need a big rally here.
Now batting, the catcher, Mike Piazza.
All of them were the Yankees sweeping the Twins. My favorite Nintendo 64 games, of course, 007, Mario Kart, Super Mario 64, Conker's Bad Fur Day. Sneak through there. Don't get thrown out at first. Don't get thrown out at first. Good. Army Men Sarge's Heroes was underrated. It doesn't get talked about a lot, but that's one of my favorite games on here as well. Of
Have I played that game yet?
course, WCW NWO Revenge is probably my favorite wrestling game ever. That game's a classic. WrestleMania 2000, I have it. I've got a bunch of games. Those are the ones I can think of off the top of my head that are like my favorites. Perfect Dark again. There's so many games that if I had to rank like a top 10 or something, I'd really have to rack my brain. There's a lot of good games for this system. Oh, bullshit. Bless you.
Thank you. Oh, and if Kendrick gets
Yeah, Conker's Bad Fur Day had a bunch of parodies in it. It had Saving Private Ryan, had The Matrix. There's something else. There's more than a few in there. I just picked up a hard copy of it earlier this year, late last year. Which is a pretty expensive cartridge. It's hard to find nowadays. I was excited to find it at a flea market. I started playing again the other day. I just haven't got really far into it yet. It's one of those where I'd really like to have a hour or two to be able to sit down and really get into it. It's not like one of those pick up and play for 10-minute type games like you can with these sports games. Like I gotta play a game of this and then put it back down. Yeah, come on, Dion. Got under it a little bit. Get out. I thought Jeter might snag that one.
The second baseman.
Got a good little rally going on here. Top of the sixth. We got 3 more innings after this. Let's be patient. Only swing at balls in the strike zone. That'll fall. That'll fall. I'm fine. We can keep hitting singles.
The left fielder, Barry Bonds.
Yeah. And the thing is, he gets a home run, can't say anything. But
Fall. We're gonna run.
Now batting the center fielder, Griffey Jr.
I could be cheeky here. Let's see if I remember. Left, right, left. Yep. See him pointing the bat. If I make contact with this pitch, it's going to be a home run.
Going, gone.
what's that? But he never said that. When he go home run.
That was cheating, so feel free to call me a big fat cheater. Yeah, I've got NFL Blitz as well. That's an extremely fun game to pick up and play. I've been known to get a game of Blitz or two in, like in the morning before I go to work, just because you can get through a game ridiculously fast. See, now he's getting even more fatigued, and they're probably not going to sub him out. All these little lazy singles.
Now batting the catcher, Mike Piazza.
And Kendrick Jr. never said go when he even got a home run. He never said that.
That's gone. Oh, I hate the... Okay, so this one
Nope.
is weird. If they mistime it... Shit.
That's not wrong.
Like, it's like a 33% chance of home run, getting caught, or bouncing off the wall, depending upon when they time their leap above the wall to try to catch it.
Yeah. That's so silly, right?
That one, it makes me nervous when there's a force out somewhere, and you get one of those hits because you don't know to send the runner to hold him up.
What? He didn't do a week.
Okay, we got second and third again. This is good.
Now batting the third baseman.
A-Rod's been having a good game.
And usually
See what we can do here.
And usually I put the color.
Ball on.
Yeah, just being patient, not swinging at terrible pitches is the key. I'm still hitting on top of them. Get in there. Damn. Piazza didn't even slide. He was more confident than I was.
The shortstop.
Holy shit.
Oh, and my games are the Cauldron, Fairy Master, Minecraft, Rayman. Those are my games, right?
I'm doing terrible with hitting on top of the ball. Thankfully, we had some speed on the bases. I think A-Rod's got an 8 speed, and Larkin has a 9 speed. Of course, Deion Sanders has 10 speed. They should have given him 11 because he was obviously the fastest player in Major League Baseball. Oh, that was terrible. Get there, get there. Ah. Oh, you ain't going to double up, Deion. I'm tempted to sub him out because he's doing horribly. Just inopportune moments. Not getting good wood on the ball. They've got shit. Eric Young and Omar Vizquel on the bench that I could put in. I think Delino DeShields is still hurt. But I don't have any power to replace him, just some other speedsters. Although I think they have more power than him. And well, there goes that inning. Put up a 12 spot, our best one yet. If we can do that a couple more times, we might still get 50. I'm not going to bank on it. Error on Griffey. At least that's one that ain't going to hurt us. That noise that it makes is hilarious, though, when there's an error. They're starting to put the wood on old Wakefield there.
He's in there. Batting third, a designated hitter, Tim Raines.
Let's just put him on base since he's fast anyway. Go ahead and load him up. See if we can get a double play or something.
He said, ouch, that hurt.
Ah, shit.
He got hit by a ball and said, ouch, that hurt.
Get the lead runner anyway.
Batting fifth.
And guess what? He said ouch when he got hit by the ball. He said ouch, that hurts.
He's in there.
That's so silly.
Batting sixth, the shortstop, Derek G. 21.
Let's see if we can pick off Biggio at first. Old knuckleball in there. Double him up. Get out of another jam. At least we're only giving up one when we get the bases loaded. Like Bonds is 6 for 6. Having a beast of a game. 2 doubles. 2 RBIs.
Strike.
Damn, how do you get that movement on that? They're not supposed to have that kind of movement when they're fatigued.
Ball one.
Lay off the inside junk there.
Ball two.
He's scared of Barry Bonds now. Doesn't want him 7 for 7.
I'm gonna put a shirt on, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna choose my mic.
Here's another one. Let's hope he times it weird. Home run, home run. Ah. Well, we've got the bounce off the wall and we've got the catch for an out. So statistically speaking, the next time that happens, it should be a home run. It's kind of a 33% chance either way. Those are, I hate those animations. I hate the sound of that bat because it gives me anxiety because I never know what it's going to be. Ruined Bonds' perfect day at the plate with the weird hit animation thing there. Ooh, I wanted to swing at it.
I want to burn up front and actually run.
I hear you, bro.
Can you help me?
Just get under the blanket, dude.
Batting third, the first
Okay,
baseman,
runner on
Thomas.
first. I want to steal second, but I hate having to wait on this animation. I might do it anyway because we need some runs. I'm going to get 50. Ah, I mistimed it. Now I have to sit through the stupid animation again without the benefit of stealing a base.
He's in.
And this is one part where it gets monotonous, like playing multiple games. because you'll inevitably, like when you put up big runs and stuff, they sub out their starter really early, and you'll have to sit through these fatigued animations forever. So a game, like honestly, even scoring a bunch of runs, these games shouldn't last, 25 minutes or so, but you end up getting an extra 10, 15 minutes tacked on from waiting on their fatigue animation. Especially when you're trying to steal bases and things like that. That's why generally most all of my stolen bases come in the first inning or two when the pitchers are fresh, because you don't have to sit through that animation. I'll show some of the league leaders after the game's over. This will be good if we can get another slew of singles here
Third baseman, Alex Rodriguez.
with the bases loaded. Keep knocking in runs. See what A-Rod can do. Oh, no way. Thought that was high and outside. I thought that was going to be a hit. Should have swung at the first one.
The shortstop, Barry Larkin.
All the touch and go. I touch her and she goes.
Let's put my way down, and I'm going to change it to something.
Okay, we'll just put it back where you got it, buddy.
They're still green, right?
Yep.
So I gotta put them back in my.
See if Larkin can hit a grand slam.
Ball two.
Be patient. No, we'll take another RBI single, though.
Save. Now batting, the designated hitter.
There's some of the new games that I like. I wouldn't say they're... Oh, should I? Yeah, I'm going to do it. He's been doing terrible. Let's go with... What's Dion? He's a 7-4 and a 10. I don't think I'm going to get any better. 7-4 and a 9 and a 7-3 and a 9. He's just been doing so horrible this game. Let's put in Omar Vizquel. Fuck it.
There you go.
Pinch hitting, Omar Vizquel. Strike.
That's better.
That's fitting.
That's better.
Ball one.
But yeah, these older games, I do, they have more character for sure.
No, this one's better, Dad.
Oh, well, that paid off. Double into the gap. Gonna score a couple runs. The only thing with new games, like I was really into Call of Duty. Call of Duty 4 through Black Ops 2. And Black Ops 2 I really kind of stopped playing as much. Black Ops 1 was by far and away my favorite. I put a lot of time in that, and I was collecting unemployment at the time, so I'd literally wake up at like noon, watch Tom and Jerry, eat a big bowl of cereal, then play Blops 1 for about 6 hours straight. I was probably one of the first legit 15th prestigers there was. But of course now, being a father, being more serious about my training, having a better job, an actual job, a career, if you will, I don't have the time to dedicate to getting good at online gaming. And as you guys know, I'm a pretty competitive person. So I'm not going to play online games casually and suck at them, because sucking at things is not fun to me. So I end up playing the retro games more often than not now, because you can pick them up and put them down without having to put in time. Come on, fall down, fall down. I did get Modern Warfare Remastered when it came out, and I put a little bit of effort into that. I've got some good clips posted on my Facebook from PlayStation Share. And it was fun. Once they introduced the pay-to-win aspect, I dropped it like a bad habit. Come on. Probably for the better. But that's a lot of why I don't play online gaming now. Just don't have the time. I do play some Minecraft offline. I've got, I've done all the things. I've been to the end. I've slain the dragon, got my elytra, blah, blah, blah. I don't have any, like, super big elaborate builds, but I've got a pretty cool house and a little village I created near my house and shit. I like Minecraft a lot because it's something I can pick up and put down in a few minutes. And it's kind of fun, like the possibilities are limitless, going adventuring, things like that, caving, exploring, building, crafting with the different blocks. We got it for Dante, and he played it, and at first he was like, "Dad, can you help me? How do I play this?" And I was like, "Sure." So I picked it up, thinking it was just going to be simple, and it's simple once you get used to it, but there was just like way more going on than shows on the surface. So the next day I'm at work watching Minecraft videos on YouTube trying to get the gist of what's what, and I've not actually played it now probably in like 2 months, but to date I've logged way more hours on it myself than Dante has, though he's starting to catch up now though, since I haven't been playing it as much. But it's a relaxing game too. Like, I like the ambience of it, the background music that plays while you're playing Minecraft, and you can go about it, pretty much any way you want. So that's really the only new-ish, even though it's been out forever now. Newish, last generation, if you will, or current generation. I know it's gotten popular again on YouTube. Game that I've been playing. I might stream some of it one day for shits and giggles. I don't know. I really wish I could stream on my gaming channel. But like I said, to date, I've put literally zero effort into my gaming channel, other than one Pokemon video I made that's got like 15,000 views that I knew would get views because it was around the time when Pokemon Go was hot. And while it's not a Pokemon Go video, just a lot of people were searching Pokemon because of Pokemon Go. So I figured that would be a good time to put it out. Well, that 50's starting to look realistic. We have another inning like that, and it will be realistic. Of course, old Wakefield keeps getting hammered here. Tito Martinez, slow ass, getting a double. We might have to bring in a relief pitcher for Wakefield. Well, he's still not fatigued. Old curveball. Fastball low and away. Let's double him up. I don't know. Tino's not even taking any chances off second. Got Bernie Williams 0 for 3 so far. Let's make that 0 for 4. Double him up. Double him up. Is Cap trying to get signed again? Who's he? I cut off my cable earlier this year in an effort to be cheap and save money for hopefully another rental property, which would make 3. So, yeah. Have not watched a single football game this year. First time since I can remember being alive that I've not watched any football thus far. That is not a good way to start this inning. We want to hit that 50 spot. Yeah, Mr. Elite, it's just, like I said, responsibilities and priorities change. So, my gaming, I don't know if, of course the kids nowadays wouldn't call me a gamer, but, I've always been a gamer. I'll always be a gamer in some capacity. It's just certainly to a lesser extent, now than it was before. That time I was on unemployment was fucking great, though. Like, No lie, I cashed out a 401k I had. I was getting enough unemployment pay to cover all my bills and eat food. And I would literally wake up at noon, eat cereal, ingest cannabis. Have to watch how I speak with my 5-year-old in here. Watch Tom and Jerry, then play Black Ops for 6-7 hours at a time, like no joke. Eat again, lift weights, play some basketball, eat again, and then probably play another 3 or 4 hours of Black Ops in the evening. And I was like not trying to shoot myself up or anything, but I was really good just putting in the time. Again, I'm hyper competitive. I would just destroy lobbies, and my screen name was Camp McCamp Camp, so people got triggered just over seeing the name. I don't know how closely any of you guys followed the COD community back then, but camping was severely frowned upon, and I didn't camp, but just having that username and then, you know, playing domination, going like 70 kills with 5 deaths, having 10, 15 captures, etc., and a bunch of defends. The post lobbies, post match lobbies were wild. Don't get thrown out at first. Don't get thrown out at first. Woo! Piazza legging it out. My wife even used to laugh. You know, she'd hear I'd have the chat playing over the speakers just because it was funny. We'd have a house full of people sometimes, and, you know, people would die, and everybody getting butthurt over me. Of course, all my friends that played with me were trash too, for the most part. So they would listen to what I said, and, you know, as long as they were in certain positions, they could be pretty trash and just provide support for me. And, you know, I'd be SR-71 chopper gunner dogs for days. We're gonna score 2. Let's get. I tried to send him home. He did not want to run. I appreciate that, Go Zebras. Hopefully we make that happen. Training's been going great, so yeah, WCW NWO was absolutely stacked. Oh, that was terrible. But my favorite one on there, my favorite character is actually not even one of the real wrestlers. It was he was AKI/THQ man, just a made up character. But his moveset was super ridiculous. And he could literally jump like corner to corner. And one of his finishers was like this weird flipping, twisting splash. And you could hit it from one corner to the other. It is freaking ridiculous. So he ended up being my favorite character on there by far and away. Even though like the legit roster was absolutely bananas too. I remember like both the Steiner brothers, the Harlem Heat, of course NWO, Black and White, NWO Wolfpack. The cruiserweights were stacked, a bunch of luchadors, Ultimo Dragon, Chris Benoit, Dean Malenko. Yeah, I think Kalina was more of a only use me blade type. He definitely got the melee kill. He didn't 360 no scope anybody. He was a Commando Pro, if you will. Or maybe he used Ninja Pro, being that there was chloroform or something involved there.
Now batting, the first baseman, Frank Thomas.
Dude, Rey Mysterio's probably, you know, at least in the United States, the best luchador ever, like in real life. And he was also very fun on WCW NWO Revenge. But I'm telling you, if you never thought to use AKI AKI/THQ man. Next time, if you get a chance to pick it up, use him. He was so OP. Like he had one of the combination moves with the B button grapple, and he would legit get KOs out of nowhere, or TKOs, whatever they called it on that one. With that, and with his oh, here's another one. This one should be a home run statistically, but I think the way he's set up, he's going to catch it. Yep. Well, we need one run in the next inning, guys.
And I'm rolling. And I've been like playing.
We got a bad jump on that one.
It's nighttime again.
Ooh, I thought we were going to gun him down at second.
The left fielder, Chad Griffey.
Hold it 1 second.
Batting third, a designated
Biggie Langston probably benches the most on WWE, being that he beat Blaine Sumner at Raw Nationals in 2011. So he's a legitimate former power lifter. Benches, I know he benched over 500 pounds that meet. Him and Blaine Sumner actually had the same total that meet, but Blaine Sumner was like 60 pounds heavier, if I'm not mistaken. So I forget his real name. It's something, not a common name, something Attore or something like that. But if you look up the 2011 Raw Nats for USAPL, Big E beat Blaine Sumner in that meet. Double him up. Double him up.
Fantastic play.
Fantastic play. All right, guys, we need one run here.
Now batting, the right fielder, Larry Walker.
Leading off with Larry Walker. Let's buckle down and concentrate here. I think we can make this happen. Only swing at strikes. Get the lead off. I think I'm going to see who's batting next. A-Rod. See if we can steal second here. Show a little bunt action. Throw the pitcher off his game.
Strike. He's in great hustle.
I'm almost tempted to bunt twice and just get him in, but we'll see what A-Rod does here. Oh, Bernie Williams has a cannon, though. We're not going to try that.
Batting third, the shortstop, Barry Larkin.
If Barry Larkin doesn't knock him in, I'm for sure going to sacrifice bunt just to get that 50. I'm going to try to steal second here, too.
Strike. He's in there.
W2003. So I think I've got shit, what was the last one I played? It's like WWE 2K 11 or 10 or 9. I don't even remember. I have to go look, but it was on PSP. It was pretty good. Yeah, Omar Vizquel, we are definitely going to sacrifice bunt here. Get this 50. There it is. Came down to the 9th inning, but we got her. See if we can put a little sauce on it. I've seen a few YouTube videos of like some of the newer WWE games. Like the amount of customization and stuff now is absolutely unreal. I think I played, was it Raw versus SmackDown on PS1? I believe it was on PS1. I played it a lot too. I think it was one of the first ones where you could like go in the back into the boiler room and shit like that, and it had I don't know if they called it career mode or what it was called, but it had like a calendar and You know, basically said you were in a feud with this person and this is who you had to wrestle and shit like that. And I always picked the Godfather's entrance for my creative characters because it had the hose with them. So my creative characters always had hose walking down to the ring with them. That was terrible. And I always, like, even back then, like, you couldn't, I don't think they had, like, where you could make stables on that, but I'd always create, like, 4 characters and, you know, role play that they were a stable. I generally have, like, a prototypical heavyweight champion type build, then, like, a really big heel monster type build, a high-flying, like, luchador-esque build, and then like a kind of tweener between cruiserweight and heavyweight, like a technical submission type wrestler build, and that would kind of be my my own stable, my own brand of the 4 Horsemen type of deal. Versus Genova on SmackDown. I'm sure somebody's probably created that already.
Now batting, the right fielder,
Larry Walker's 9 for 10.
And I'm into,
See if we can get him a few more RBIs here.
and I've been playing much more Minecraft than you right now.
You have, buddy.
Yeah, I've been playing it for a long
Only swing at strikes, bro.
I'm kidding Walker.
Oh, get out of here.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. 436-foot grand slam to opposite field. Larry Walker is OP.
now batting, the third baseman, Alex Rodriguez.
So only hit when you get a strike.
I think my last game, I've got a picture of it. I'll probably post on Instagram. Mike Piazza, I had 5 home runs with him. We got on top of that, but it skirted through there.
Now batting, the shortstop, Barry Larkin.
And I'm not saying that I've been playing Minecraft.
I swung a little bit early there.
But I'm into Call of Duty. And I've been playing Call of Duty too.
Word.
Now batting,
See, again, this should have been like a half an hour game at best. We're coming up on an hour because of these animations. I appreciate you guys sticking with me, though. I kind of have enjoyed this more than I thought I would. I was afraid because of said animations and how long it takes that it'd get a little monotonous and kind of a drag to get through, but it's been pretty fun for me. Again, I wish I could stream this on my gaming channel, but I think you've got to have 1,000 subscribers now to stream. I've only got 28 subscribers on that channel, and it's not like I don't advertise that channel or anything. Shit. It's going to end right there with a little lazy hit to the second baseman.
Crunch time.
Crunch time. We put up another 10 spot. Look, we came strong. Look at 6, 7, 8, and 9. We came on really strong at the end. See if Wakefield can finish off the complete game here. Oh, I thought that was going to be my third baseman. That's the other tricky thing with this, too, on defense. Like, you get a good read on where the ball's going, but it doesn't always give you a good read on where or who you're going to use.
now batting, the second baseman, Craig.
In my opinion, Madden peaked on PS2. Like, I love PS2 Madden. Like, up through probably 07, 08, I was still playing on PS2, and those games were amazing. They had a lot of depth, like with the franchise mode, the creative players, and stuff like that. And the controls, I really liked that they were the perfect blend of like video game arcade and realistic. I really don't like a lot of the hyper realism that they're trying to get into nowadays. Though oh, you motherfucker. Got you anyway. A lot of course, the animations are kind of weird now that I've seen, but Again, I like that fine line where it tiptoes video game and realism, and without being, you know, too realistic for its own good, if you will. Like, if you want to play realistic football, go buy a football at Walmart, round up some friends, and play a game of football. Like, I play video games to play video games. I appreciate a sense of realism, but I don't want to be hyper-realistic. Look at that, 75 hits and 98 at-bats. That's ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, and we won.
Who Bonds was 10 for 11.
We won.
Walker was 10 for 11. The 8 RBIs was tops. Like Omar Vizquel had 7 RBIs, pinch hitting with 3 at-bats. That's insane. And one of them was a sacrifice bunt. That's crazy. Let's go look at some of the league leaders, see where we're standing. Well, I know as far as I'm undefeated. See how many games in we are. All right, we're 28-0. We're 28 games in. So keep in mind we're 28 games in when we go in here. Go with individual player, league leaders. I hate that it doesn't keep league leaders in hits. Of course, batting average, all my guys. It's got Delino DeShields up top, but he's injured right now. So that's why his is still even more inflated than everybody else's. Of course, you see he's only scored 24 runs there. Let's go to runs. In 24 games, Chuck Knobloch has scored 130 runs already. He's my leadoff batter, so of course he has the most runs scored. That's absolutely ridiculous. Piazza, I'm surprised to see Piazza above Griffey, given that he bats lower in the lineup. Of course, he's got a better batting average, so that makes sense. He's getting on base a little bit more. Of course, Knobloch has the most doubles. I'm not surprised there at all. Also has the most triples. Of course, triples are hard to come by in this game, so that's where you'll see the numbers not being as far inflated as some of the other statistics. Of course, home runs, Piazza, Griffey, Thomas, Walker, Bonds, A-Rod, Gonzalez. Well, then we get the other people there. I think some of my speedsters aren't going to be near the top. They don't hit a lot of home runs. Knobloch. Of course, 6 home runs in 24 games is still a pretty good clip, especially for a leadoff batter. But 29 home runs in 24 games is nuts. Like I said, Piazza had that 5 home run game the other night, really inflating that number a lot. Whereas Griffey has the most RBIs. He bats third in my lineup, so that makes sense. I think Frank Thomas bats cleanup, so he's next. Piazza. Those are 3, 4, and 5 in the lineup. So them having those RBIs does not surprise me. And stolen bases, of course, Knobloch's first. Like I said, I really only steal in the first couple innings because of that fatigued animation. Makes it really annoying and tedious sometimes. So I might stream some more of these because it's less tedious when I feel like I got somebody to talk to versus playing by myself in the dark. I wish it kept track of hits. I don't know why it didn't. Well, let's go. We didn't even look at the pitching. Let's go league leaders. How do we go to pitching? Oh, that goes to the National League. Oh yeah. So, of course, all my starting pitchers are undefeated. No surprise there. Randy Johnson, John Smoltz, Tim Wakefield. I thought I had another ace. Oral Hershiser. Oh yeah, Pedro Martinez. I think I traded for him late. That's why he's not up there yet. Of course, Randy Johnson has the most innings pitched. I don't think I'm going to have any big strikeout numbers. Well, I say that, but I've got Smoltz and Johnson leading the league in strikeouts. Of course, they all pitch complete games almost always. And then ERA, Wakefield going into last game, I think his ERA was like .25, so giving up 2 runs in 9 innings actually increased his ERA substantially there. Oral Hershiser, by the way, is my favorite pitcher of all time, for those wondering. That's why I've got him on there. Poker's more fun. Like, I'm not a big gambler. I don't go to the casinos and play, but playing at your boy's house or something with small money and getting drunk, blazing up a little bit there, I would go with poker. But anyways, guys, I think I'm going to end this. It was tons of fun. I might stream some more games. I might talk about my video game channel more on this channel, just to see if I can get enough subscribers over there to stream on it. Of course, my streaming setup is janky. I'm literally just recording the screen with a phone. Again, it's just fun, nothing serious. I'm not trying to like become a big gaming YouTuber or anything. But I'm gonna leave this one up just as an example. I usually delete my streams, but I'll leave this one up. It was fun. Those of you who are here, I'm glad you enjoyed it. You know, kill an hour watching some old school video games, shooting the shit a little bit. And yeah, I guess I'll do these regardless of whether you guys liked it or not, because I enjoyed it. But the more feedback I get on something like this that I'm going to leave up, I don't expect nobody to sit there and watch an hour stream, you know, as an old video. But any feedback on this will be appreciated, because this is certainly out of the norm for me. And again, appreciate y'all for joining me. Hope y'all have a good evening, have a good weekend, and I look forward to benching Sunday. Peace.